What's up, guys? Athena is here, rocking some Call of Duty Ghosts, playing Ignition. Actually, it's a pretty interesting map. It's one of the remakes from the old Modern Warfare 2 maps that was out. And, you know, all in all, I loved Modern Warfare 2. Who didn't like it? My favorite was COD 4. I wish they'd bring back some more COD 4 maps, because those are my favorite, and I love those damn things. It was like Strike Zone, or... Was it Strike Zone? Oh, God, I can't remember the names now. Bog was one. I enjoyed Bog. I enjoyed a lot of the maps. I think Block I wouldn't even mind on COD 4, only because they were very simple, and it was pretty much like, it was just all straight gunfights, because you knew where everyone's going to be. And some people may not like that about it. Maybe they like the surprise or those types of things. I didn't mind it. For being an arcade shooter, I didn't mind knowing where my enemies were, that there was only about 7 paths in total to take on the map, instead of like 500 places to be. But all in all, guys, this video is talking about whether this DLC was worth buying, the Onslaught DLC. And I'll say, yeah, it's $14.99. And which is not bad. It's about all the same prices of all DLCs, but I feel like this one had more sustenance. It was more meaty. It was a meatier DLC than normal. And I say that because they kind of bumped out an update with it, and that update changed around a lot of the playlists and those types of things. They took out Heavy Duty, which was a good idea. No one really liked Heavy Duty. No one really played Heavy Duty. It was an interesting, I guess it was an interesting try for a game mode, but it didn't catch on, and I guess they realized that. And at least they were quick to fix it. They're like, what's the point of having a dead game mode on there? There is none. Obviously, some people will play it, but that's just a percent numbers game where someone's going to play the mode. You know, it's just one of those things. And I guess they didn't feel like letting it just sit there and suffer. So, they decided that they were going to go ahead and take that out, replace it with Gun Game. Gun Game is a much more popular mode. A lot of people are playing it. A lot of people were playing it yesterday, too. People like the game mode a lot more. It's kind of a tried and true game mode. It's fun. People like it. That was a good idea. Then they brought out Hunted Free-For-All. I actually have not tried Hunted, as funny as that is. On COD Ghosts, I've had no interest in it. It didn't seem like a game mode for me at all. And Free-For-All is not really a game for me at all either. So with that said, I don't really care about Hunted Free-For-All. It may be like the ultimate thing for people, but for me it's not. But that's not why I'm saying that this DLC was like worth it. It's those changes that came out with the update as well with the DLC. But the DLC brings to you the new Extinction map. And that new map is actually pretty damn cool. I didn't get into the first Extinction level there. I don't know why. It was like Point of Contact, something like that. I don't know why I didn't. I kind of liked it, but I didn't really get into it. I was more into the multiplayer. As time's gone on, I know what the multiplayer has to offer me now, and I'm much more interested in Extinction. And Nightfall, actually, with the whole intro of it, I loved it. I loved it a lot. I'm really into it now. I really want to play. I really want to get through. I really want to bust through there, get out, and rock it out, and be like, yeah, I'll beat it. You know what I mean? I always hated zombies when you got so far and you just had to die because you had no choice, because at some point your inevitable death was coming. It reminded me of morality in life, and I was like, man, you want to be able to break free, you want to bust through that. You don't want to be stuck there like, oh, fuck, my death's coming. It's just a matter of not if it will happen, but when it will happen. And the minute you fuck up, it's just like life. The minute you fuck up, they take advantage of it, and then you're going downhill. So, I think it'd be really awesome to beat it and just get through it and be like, yeah, beat it, yes, you know, and beat that thing. It kind of takes out the morality of your life. And so in that one little mode in itself would not be worth all the money, right? $14.99 is a lot of money for one mode. But they also bring the 4 maps, so they always do. They've also added a new gun in the Maverick, which is actually a pretty cool assault rifle. You get it for free once you buy the gun. It costs no points to buy. I even prestiged my little soldier there, or switched to a new soldier, and he had it unlocked. So now you don't have to spend points on it. Obviously, the camos and things you have to unlock and everything like that, and all the different attachments you do have to spend points on. But other than that, you're good to go. You don't need to spend the points on the gun itself. You already have the gun. So if you're prestiging, you want to get new guns, you want to test out new guns. A lot of people are using the Maverick right now. It was the same thing as the Peacekeeper in Black Ops 2. It was just a new gun. New things, people like new, they're going to use new. There it is. So they're rocking the new guns, so you'll see Mavericks everywhere. I don't like the Maverick snipers, nor have I seen many of them. And I think that's mainly because of the sniper scope that comes on. It's like the lab scope. It's a cool scope. It's a cool idea. I get it. I like it. The problem with it is it's just too slow when it pulls up, and it's not efficient enough, I don't think, to truly compensate for the fact that it's just, it won't catch anyone. It's not going to kill any. I mean, I killed a guy with it, but the recoil on it with a big scope, and it's just, to me, it won't, especially will not suit anyone who's quick scoping. Now, if you take that scope off, replace it, yeah, you're probably looking at a better sniper, but I'm not much of a sniper anyway, so it's not for me. The assault rifle version, pretty cool. Like it a lot. It seems to be a pretty decent weapon with pretty decent up close and close quarters combat. It's really not that bad for it with the high rate of fire it has. It does a good job, alright? It does a decent job, and I like the gun. It's good enough for me, and for free, you know, you have to spend, obviously, real dollars on it, but you don't have to put your tokens in the game into it, which almost makes you feel like you've got something out of it. Because if you forget the fact that you spent $14.99, boom, there it is, you got a gun, and there's no tokens that have to go into it. So the maps that they actually came out with were pretty well balanced, nice line of sights. Most of them are in a squarish type shape. Obviously, they have the Modern Warfare 2, like I said, Modern Warfare 2 remake, which is now called Ignition. I don't remember what the old map was called. I believe it was like Scrapyard or something like that. I may be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But the new one's called Ignition, and it's the same concept, a little bit of more of an underground kind of tunnely thing, which is okay. It was cool, bringing different diverse levels to it, which is awesome. But all in all, the new maps are not as big as all the other COD maps. So if you're playing like Siege, which is just not a fun map to play at all, and then you go play Fog, which is pretty, I'll tell you what, Fog is easily my favorite map because it brings a new essence to the game. And you're not just playing a first-person shooter anymore. You're like in a horror movie, and everything's crazy, and you're just trying to get out of it, and there's like creepy trees, and you feel like you're in some sort of creepy, messed up, twisted mind, and you're stuck there. And for some reason, there's a bunch of soldiers fighting. It makes no sense at all. With that said, as you go, you can rock it out, you can become Michael Myers, which is pretty damn cool in itself. Each map has its own little special care package thing that'll drop. I know for sure Fogs is Michael Myers. A lot of fun. You run around kind of like a maniac. You tear people up, you hit people with an axe, and you're awesome. You're just a badass. So you're like some sort of super villain that's been around for years. Some of you guys weren't even born before this guy was existed, alright? So it's cool. And it's awesome, and because of that, I like the innovation and sort of they reinvented the fact that you can transform into things. It's not just you are just a soldier and this is it. No, it's more of like a Halloween land. So guys, yes, this DLC was worth the money. The maps are all well balanced. There's not one map that I absolutely hate. I love Fog. Nightfall is pretty badass. It's a very meaty DLC with the gun and everything else. I like it a lot. Honestly, it's worth the money, guys. If you play COD and you're looking for something new, get the DLC. It's truly worth it. I would not mislead you guys, and I wouldn't tell you just to buy something just because it was out there. I normally don't buy a lot of COD DLCs except for in the beginning, but even this one I would have bought even at the end. It's a good DLC, guys. I'm out of here. I love you all so much. Peace.